had when we had travelled to Australia was talking about domestic violence.
Hello, my name is Megan Gangloff. I am currently the president of the Young Port Moresby Chamber of Commerce. I come from a very mixed family. There's PNG, European and also Asian blood in my family. I finished schooling in 2008 and that was in Madang. Since then, I've always been working. I can't really recall not having a job since finishing school. Yeah. Living with my mom in Madang, I just wanted to challenge myself, trying to see how I was able to be more independent. So I decided to pack one suitcase, whatever belongings I could pack in my suitcase in Madang, and I moved here to Moresby, yeah. I knew there were more opportunities here for me to grow, more connections that would help me develop myself career-wise, personally as well. So for me, moving here was basically just a stepping stone for me to see where it would take me. Before I had left Madang, I applied for more printing, which is a very big printing company here in PNG. So they had responded to me a few weeks later saying, unfortunately, we can't interview you because you're in another town. So then that's when I took a leap of faith and said, if I travel to Moresby for the interview, would you still consider me to be taken for the interview? They said, yep. So that was sort of my hope as well, coming across to Port Moresby. I came on a Friday, I remember. They asked me, do you have any experience in printing? I basically said, nope, I'm straight out of grade 12. So the next day they called me up and they said, look, we're interested to see where this goes and you have the energy and the drive. However, because I had no printing experience, they said we'll start you off in customer service. And so I started with customer service. A few months down the line, they then promoted me to that role of sales executive. After that, I saw an opening at PNG New Guinea and I applied. And sure enough, I got the job. And then at the end of my term with PNG New Guinea was when I had my daughter and then went back to sales. I've now realized that that's something that I enjoy doing. Although I've been in sales, in tourism and hospitality, I have now found that marketing as well, it really relates well to my personality. I was very fortunate. A lot of the roles that I've covered or filled just helped me grow to now where I am and being able to be the president of the Young Chamber. I joined the Young Chamber when I was working for Coral Sea Hotels, and joining the Young Chamber was actually my first time to join an organization that allowed me to connect. Usually I would just connect on a social platform. So I just wanted to see where the Young Chamber would take me in terms of connection, building my network, building my confidence. We get a lot of different people from different industries, public and private, and you'll be amazed who you meet in the Young Chamber. There are some young individuals that are so well established in their career already, and it's very inspiring seeing and hearing from them how they've come to the position that they're in. One very rewarding feeling I feel for anyone that's trying to climb the career ladder is understanding where you come from and giving back to wherever you've come from. I would like to have my own business in 10 years' time, to be honest. I've always been thinking about how to start it. I guess there's never ever a really good time to go for it. But at the moment, because I'm currently very focused on the Young Chamber. I want to try and give it my all while I'm the president of the Young Chamber. So after the Young Chamber, yeah, I really do want to see or pursue that interest to start my own business. I guess at the end of the day, don't wait for the big organizations to do something. If you want to see some change, you need to start that change. If it's you doing it by yourself, or whether it's you doing with a support group that have the same passion, the only way you would ever see change is if you started and you led by example, I guess. I would like to see better education and better health services in PNG. So if that was contributed through people starting their own business or NGOs to get that done, then I'd like to really encourage that. Myself, along with 5 other ladies, traveled to Australia to basically build people-to-people connections. Meeting all the different people, although we met with certain people that may not have had some influence on what I'm doing individually, gave me the inspiration to touch on topics like, for example, gender-based violence, domestic violence. Seeing the work that they do in Australia and thinking that is a very similar issue that we're still facing here in PNG, and it's a much bigger issue. So talking about topics like that inspired me to, engage our members and see how they can understand more about it, sparking that interest of how they can support whatever programs or platforms were out there to address issues like that. So not just gender-based violence, but personal leadership. We met with so many different ladies as well that gave us so much advice on how they built themselves to where they are now. So interesting week, very full on, but very worthwhile. So we met different organizations in Brisbane. We met the Brisbane Junior Chamber of Commerce. It was very interesting to hear the challenges that they face there. We also met with Jo Burston, very inspiring lady. She is the founder of Inspiring Rare Birds. She's got over 50 ladies that are role models that she would call rare birds. And they offer advice or explain the challenges that they went through to become entrepreneurs. So having that connection with her, we're looking at becoming members of Rare Birds and hopefully trying to establish something similar to what she's done in Australia here in PNG to encourage more women entrepreneurs. I would like to see more locals running businesses here in PNG. If that could be women as well, how inspiring that would that be for all the younger ladies coming up. Just challenge yourself. If you've come from a very challenging background, that should be more of a drive and motivation to push you to accomplish more. Look for any opportunities that can get you to where you need to be. If you've accomplished whatever you need to accomplish, go further than that.